Hello everybody, it is Alan, it is Brony time, and welcome back to Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy Dual Destinies. Yeah, that's right, when we last left off, we decided that it was time to bring in Orla Shipley, the last witness in this case. That we have yet to get their testimony, and now we're about to cross-examine yet another animal. But it's going to be a fun time, so let's get into it. We just gotta press here, because Miss Shipley, I'm afraid fweet is not going to get us anywhere. This is your plan of action? If you're incapable of interpreting Orca speech, this entire exercise is folly. You leave the interpretation of Orla's heart to me. Alright, girl. What you got to say? Let me hear it. Oh, Orla, you're so cute! Right, Dono. Surely you don't intend to continue this farce? I do. Miss Shipley, please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
Could you interpret that for the court, Miss Sykes? I'm getting a strong reading of happiness. Maybe you think she's doing a show? I demand serious witness testimony. This is no time for fun and games. If you continue this mockery, I will subject you to 40 lashes with a wet fish. Not a wet noodle? That just sounds fishy. Hey, speaking from experience, anything is better than 40 lashes from a whip. The defense will please caution its witness to conduct herself with propriety.
Hold it!
Instead of impersonating a one-orca band, could you show us the lifesaver trick? I guess Orla won't do what you want unless you give her the proper signal. Oh, doesn't Orla sing beautifully? Taka's singing voice is much more melodic and clear. Meh, neither one should quit their day job. Please continue your testimony, Miss Shipley.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley seems to want to communicate something. Perhaps she's hungry. Miss Fay, could you give Miss Shipley a snack? Certainly. One moment. What a heartwarming scene. It reminds me of my granddaughter with her pet. Wow, your granddaughter must have a pretty large pet. Stop all this pet prattle and get on with the cross-examination. But she's such an adorable creature. I never get tired of looking at her. I, on the other hand, have had more than my fill of this tomfoolery. Enough is enough. Sounds like Prosecutor Blackwell is about to blow his top. What should I do? Should I continue the cross-examination? Stop here. I'm done playing games. I will now explain how Orla was manipulated by Mr. Rhymes. In order to respond to a command, Orla needs to hear the sound of a whistle. Mr. Rhymes isn't a trainer. How do you know how to give the signals himself? So that means he must have had help. So how did Mr. Rhymes issue commands to Orla? The TV phone? Summer's boyfriend has videos of her using a
Take that!
Sasha told me an interesting story about Miss Summers. Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the orca tricks. I used to help Azura take the videos on her TV phone. Most likely, Mr. Rhymes still has these videos of Mrs. Summers. Miss Fay, could I ask for your help? Of course, Mr. Nick. What is it? You're using Mr. Rhymes' TV phone, correct? I'd like you to examine it for me. Please look for videos of Azura Summers issuing whistle commands to Orla. Videos? I'm not too sure how to do that, but I'll give it a try. My apologies to Marlon. I don't know, what are you up to? You'll see in a moment. Prills can find those videos for me. Mr. Nick, I found them. I found some videos like you described. You did? Thank you, Miss Faye. Just as I suspected. How did Marlon Rhymes get Orla to do those tricks? Well, I'll show you. With Mr. Rhymes' cell phone. His cell phone? Are you implying he used an app? Miss Faye, see if you can issue Orla a command. Me? Can I do such a thing? You might be able to if you play a video with a whistle signal in it. If there's a video of the lifesaver trick, please play that. Before you do, though, please put the practice dummy in the pool. The practice dummy? Alright. In it goes. There, it sank to the bottom. Now I'll play a video. Orla is diving down, heading straight for the dummy. Hee, what a smart girl you are, Orla. The lifesaver trick was a complete success, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Miss Faye. You were a big help. I have proof. Unbelievable. You actually pulled it off? You actually pulled it off. That was the lifesaver trick we saw yesterday. Is Miss Faye an Orca trainer now? No, Your Honor. I'll explain after we try one more trick. Now, let's see if we can command Orla to do the singing trick. Miss Faye, if there's a video of the singing trick, please play that. Certainly. Let's see. Is it this video? Oh my, isn't she wonderful? That was the Swashbuckler Spectacular song!
Ho ho, what a lovely singing voice!
It wasn't bad.
By the way, how did Miss Faye give the Orca those commands?
Marlon Rhymes has something on his phone that his girlfriend Azura Summers sent him. They're videos of Miss Summers issuing commands to Orla with a whistle. If they have Orla listen to the sounds of the signals, anyone at all could command Orla.
Oh my, anyone at all?
Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. All they would have to do is play those videos.
Mr. Wright, please submit those videos as evidence.
I'm getting the sneaking suspicion the judge just wants to try it out for himself. Miss Faye, could you send those videos to the TV phone here? All right, certainly. Got them. All right. I'll try playing one. So this was a training session a year ago, huh? But wait a minute. There's something about that song that bothers me.
If the Orca can be commanded using videos on a cell phone, then that means that Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the creature.
Ah! Mr. Rhymes, you can't talk your way out of it now. I have to commend you. That was very good proof. I could see Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the Orca. But isn't it true that the defendant could have done it as well? All she would have to do is use the whistle. The whistle she knows how to use so well.
And she wouldn't have had to use those videos. Surely you admit it's a possibility. She could have easily had Norma de Plume witness the singing in the lifesaver trick. She was trying to argue it was equally possible for Sasha as it was for Rhymes, is he? Is that true? Let me think about that for a minute. Oh, sorry. That's right. Those weren't just simple cries, it was singing. As I approached the pool, the KOS suddenly started singing. It kept headbutting while it sang the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. The culprit made sure Mr. Plume heard the song and saw the lifesaver trick. Could Sasha have shown those two tricks to the witness? No, I don't think Miss Buckler could have created the same conditions as the culprit. You challenge me to a battle? I hope your sword is sharpened. Let me see those sword skills of yours. Don't you worry, my sword is drawn and ready. My sword is evidence that the two tricks couldn't have been shown at the same time. Whistle.
Take that!
Mr. Plume said in her testimony that she witnessed these two tricks at the same time. However, that fact is inconsistent with how Orla performs tricks. How Orla performs tricks? What are you talking about? Orla can't perform two tricks at once. She performs only one trick per whistle signal. That's how she's been trained. In other words, it would be just like with a dog. If you tell him to both sit and shake, he won't do them at the same time. Am I understanding it correctly? Yes, that's the idea, Your Honor. I wonder if the judge has a dog. What a farce! So are you saying that the witness somehow managed to produce an impossible scenario? If that creature's own trainer couldn't do it, how could I? Yes, it's a mystery, isn't it? But boss, you don't have to agree so cheerfully. The defense is claiming that Marlon Rhymes manipulated the Orca. If you cannot explain fully how this was done, your argument doesn't hold water. If you can't straighten out your own theory, would you like me to straighten you out? No thank you. So Orla can't do two tricks at a time, but Mr. Plume saw her do it. This logical inconsistency means that there's a flaw somewhere. Was Mr. Plume lying? Or is it not true that Orla can't do two tricks at a time? Mr. Plume had no reason to lie about such a thing. It really is impossible for Orla to perform two tricks at once. Then maybe either the lifesaver trick or the singing trick was faked? Faked. Yes, maybe Orla only performed one of the tricks. But it was made to look like she performed two.
Silence!
Maybe. How do you expect to conduct a sword battle with conjecture? Sounds like I'd better present some evidence here and fast. Though I am concerned about your profuse sweating, Mr. Wright, allow me to ask you. Which of the two was faked, the lifesaver trick or the singing trick? The song. The defense wishes to argue that the singing trick was faked. And on what grounds do you base your assertion that the singing trick was faked?
Take that!
This is a recording of a recent Swashbuckler Spectacular. In this recording, Orla sings the same song she sang for Miss Fay earlier. But Mr. Plume said this song is different from the one that was sung a year ago. The song is different? Please listen to the song in the video from a year ago, sent to this cell phone. Yes, it sounds quite different from the song Orla sang for Miss Fay earlier. Yet this is the same video Miss Fey used to issue the command to Orla to sing. By having Mr. Plume listen to the song recorded in the cell phone video, the true culprit made Mr. Plume think Orla was singing the song from a year ago. Only Marlon Rhymes, the owner of the cell phone videos, could have done this. But Mr. Plume said she heard the orca singing right in front of her. How do you claim you made her think that? How was the song recording played? I intend to explain that too, of course. What? The answer lies somewhere in the Orca Pool Visitor's Corridor. Marlon Rhymes played the song recording by using this. Oh, wow. Mr. Plume heard the song while she was in the Orca Pool Visitor's Corridor. There's a speaker in that corridor so that visitors can hear the orca's sounds. You claim the song was played from that speaker? How? Here's how Rhymes played the song over the speaker in the visitor's room corridor.
Take that!
Mr. Rhymes could broadcast the song and the video to the speaker by using a walkie-talkie, and he could get Orla to do a trick by letting her hear Miss Summer's whistle signal too. He played the singing through the speaker, and he made Orla do the lifesaver trick. All of this was the doing of the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. This is what you did, isn't it, Mr. Rhymes? Ah! You did it! Now we can save both Sasha and Orla! Just leave it to Captain Wright's swashbuckling lawyers to win any case. Don't remember agreeing to that name. So it actually was possible for Mr. Rhymes to manipulate the orca. I'm stunned! I see we'll need to hear more from this witness. Mr. Rhymes, the time has come for you to tell the court the truth. So I used a walkie-talkie, you say? Arr, sorry, but you're dead wrong, me bucko. God dang, it is so hard to keep up what I was doing with this fucking pirate speak. Aw, sorry, but you're dead wrong. Me bucko, it'd be impossible, says I. What do you mean impossible? I shall sing ye a little shanty, dissing your scurvy theory. Hark you well now. Oh boy. The dissing of Phoenix Wright. What the hell, man? Yo, walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's freestyle got no appeal. Broke before the plume on the scene. Broke before I could ever dream. Legit goof during cleaning time. But builder sucking lawyer spitting lies. That orca, yo, don't listen to me, K. Kill the cap? Yo, you so cray-cray. Wow, truly, you are the Kendrick Lamar of diss tracks. Here we go again with that flip-flop music. Broken? Of all the flimsy excuses. Build sucking? That was uncalled for. You probably broke it on purpose after the fact. Ah, that be untrue, little lassie. Although I can't prove what it really was. Lucky be it for me, ye lawyers be the ones who have the proving to do. After everything we've uncovered, he still won't admit it. Somehow I have to prove that he still could have done it. Okay. How did you goof? You made a big blunder? What happened? After I helped Sasha with the cleaning, I dropped it by accident and broke it. You wish to see it? I still have it with me. It does indeed appear to be broken. With me walkie-talkie broken, there'd be no way I could have done what you said. I couldn't have given the orca any commands. Oh, your walkie-talkie broke. Isn't that just so convenient? Mr. Rhymes, I think you broke it on purpose. Miss Laura, none of your false accusations, if you please. I broke it on purpose? Where be your proof? I don't have any proof. If his walkie-talkie was broken, it throws a monkey wrench into my whole theory. When he let Pearls borrow his cell phone so casually yesterday, I must have already been confident I wouldn't be able to prove anything. Ha ha! Ha ha! You'll ne'er get me to agree that Poxstork could be innocent. If something be not done about her, she'll get Sasha one day too. The orca killed a cat. It weren't me. So, you intend to continue to claim the defendant is innocent, do you? But I won't stand for that. Now then, right, Dono, what's your next move? Your Honor, I would like to examine that walkie-talkie if you don't mind. Certainly, here you are. Let's see if there's any way to tell when the walkie-talkie was broken. If you gave Orla that command, then it couldn't have been broken at the time. I can, okay, yeah. And space to examine if I notice anything of interest. I can also zoom in and out with B and M to get a better look. Now let's check every last inch of it for anything off. Okay. Then B and M to... Wait a second. There's bite marks on it. Examine. Huh? Look at these. They look like tooth marks? Hey, you're right. A bite this big. I wonder if it was Orla. Wait, walkie-talkie with tooth marks? Didn't we hear a story like that just yesterday? It was the walkie-talkies who were used right up until her death. Ah, he switched out the walkie-talkies. The walkie-talkie that works is his, but he used Azura's because he knew it was broken. In the middle of the show, the orca brought Azura up to her mouth. She left tooth marks in Azura's walkie-talkie. Captain said he always kept that walkie-talkie with him, so he'd never forget. He got it from the captain. Rhyme said this walkie-talkie was his, but it couldn't be. Not all about it, don't ye agree? Ah, time to give up, Mr. Loy. Forget the orca, just say Sasha says I. I can't do that, now that I'm finally a lawyer again. How could I hold my head up if I made my client so miserable? Ah, stubborn one ye be. Oh shoot, oops. Statement might not have changed, but the meaning of one of them may have. Really? You caught something? And that one statement just might be the breakthrough we need.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was your walkie-talkie? You could have stolen a broken walkie-talkie from somebody else. Ah, if ye be accusing me of thievery, let me see your proof. Alright. This evidence tells who you stole the walkie-talkie from.
Take that!
According to the defendant's statement, Mr. Shipley talked to her on his walkie-talkie before his death. However, no walkie-talkie was found near the victim's body. Ah, methinks the police just didn't look hard enough. Besides, the captain's walkie-talkie wasn't broken. Be that not right? So his walkie-talkie is not to do with mine. I'm not so sure that's true. If the victim fell to his death, it's quite possible his walkie-talkie broke in the fall. You stole the walkie-talkie after the victim's death, didn't you, Mr. Rhymes? I will not allow such leading questions, right, Dono? If you claim the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim, show me evidence. Certainly, I plan on doing just that. Please look at these tooth marks here on the walkie-talkie. Tooth marks? Yes, I see them. The victim's walkie-talkie was a keepsake that used to belong to Azure Summers, who died a year ago. These tooth marks were left by Orla when she carried Miss Summers in her mouth. If this is Mr. Shipley's walkie-talkie, and Mr. Ryan's walkie-talkie is still unaccounted for, which means he could have used it to command the Orca after all. And that's not all, Your Honor. The only one who could have taken the victim's walkie-talkie is the culprit himself. The fact that Marla Rhymes had the victim's walkie-talkie is proof that he murdered Jack Shipley. Sink me. Not so fast, Mr. Lawyer. What? He still won't admit it? This walkie-talkie be mine, says I. And how do you explain the tooth marks on it? I've had many run-ins with that orca myself. She bit me more than once. And my walkie-talkie, too. Evidence of our fights are carved here into me body. My goodness, I can clearly see the tooth mark scars in our skin. What? Are those really scars from being bitten by Orla? Ahoy, yo, 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 ho, ho! You want answers? I got some, mate. These scars from Orla? That's right. Them girl can be put up a nasty fight. That orca bit me and left me scarred. Had a rep to protect, so I went in hard. So, Mr. Lawyer, I win, just being frank, and all ahead, you get to plank. Can't let him run this show. To find a way to prove the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim. And you can forget about fingerprints. I always keep my walkie-talkie clean and polished. This man had everything worked out before he even took the stand. But I won't give up. There has to be a way. Mr. Wright, I found something interesting. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. Notice anything funny about them? Funny? Funny how? Something is different about them compared to the other tooth marks we've seen. The only other ones I remember are the ones on the practice dummy. It's just a tiny difference. It might not even mean anything. Right now, we need to consider every possibility we can, no matter how small. If I can't figure out what's different about the bite marks, maybe I can somehow prove Rhymes' walkie-talkie actually belonged to the victim. Think, Phoenix. You turn everything around right here and now. Oh, shh. Time to review the facts we have so far. With the intent of killing Orla, Rhymes drained the show stage pool. Alright. As much as I want to get through this revisualization here, unfortunately, we are getting just way too close for comfort in terms of the times we have left. So, I was wrong. We will not be finishing the case this video, but we have to be there next video. This has to be the end. This has to be like the last battle, so we'll get there. But until then, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe anytime for more content, especially more Dual Destinies. Also, please make sure to share this video far and wide so we can get as many eyes on it as possible. I will see you here in the next video, which hopefully will be the thrilling conclusion to Turnabout Reclaimed. See you next time.